Hello, everybody. It is I, Dragon's Fury, accompanied by the illustrious Infernal Drake.
How y'all doing? Hope you all had a wonderful holiday. If you
Yes,
celebrate the holiday.
recovering from the various holiday of Christmas, if you so celebrated, into the next of which will be New Year's, for it will be 2 days away upon drop. And so hopefully you are ready for that, new year, new me bullshit that comes. I'm so sorry for the poor people who go to the gym. Your safe space will be ruined for at least a week. But you should know this by now, so you
Yeah,
should be
probably
prepared.
two tops.
So just be nice, be kind, rewind, and you'll get through it. So, as per new format, we're just gonna hop right on into it, and it's going to be story time esque. So it's just various stories, various quest lines, etc. Anything that falls in the genre of a plot or story or anything of the synonyms.
Cinnamon?
Cinnamons. And yeah, so this is inspired from writing prompts on Reddit. Great place to be, great things to read, great stuff to talk about. And one of which is a prompt of you have the ability to skip time skip
Mm-hmm.
to whenever you want. That can be realistic. And so it's like, oh, for example, like skip over the awkward times of high school, or skip over everything up to your wedding day, stuff like that. So you just visualize it, and then boom, your consciousness is there. Thing is, your body still obviously goes through all of the experience of that time. It's just you are not there. No one knows you're not there, but you get all the memories as
So,
if you were there, but you weren't
uh,
there. Yeah.
so in a way, it's kind of a better version of Click. I,
Yeah, I guess
I was about to. I was
mildly.
about to ask if you've seen that movie.
Mildly, I feel like it's almost on like a parallel, because again, like you have the memory of it, but you didn't actually like
Well,
do
that's the
it.
thing. Like in Click, he did not have the memory.
Right. So that's why I was like, but like he didn't have the memory, but like he felt the things. So it's like, oh hey, I don't have memory of what the hell happened. Oh, but my head hurts.
But
Like, um,
oh no,
in
I'm
this
talking about.
scenario,
I'm referring to the actual user of the remote.
well, I'm saying again, like shit still happened, and he's like, oh
Mhm.
god. I
Oh my God, I'm having a heart attack.
was like, I'm having a heart attack. Got to stay from those beyond sections.
Yeah, never did find one.
And you so yeah, so you're there and whatnot. And so the main story that comes to mind is, it's kind of like one of those happy sad things or whatever. So it was the way that they wrote it, essentially. I guess the narrator, if you will, like the point of view that you're reading it from, uh, it has what did they say? What was it? A particular cancer, but there was not to the point that surgery wouldn't help, but
Mm.
it was still on the fence. And
Uh, okay.
so
Oh,
it's like,
I know
maybe
skin cancer.
maybe it'll work, maybe it will not, and whatever. And so it's like all these things is like Russian through. He's trying to like skip to the point where it's at like after the surgery or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, and then in that story, it's like, hey, his friend had like this really low of like depression or whatever, and was like, I'm going to skip to the day of my death, and
Oh Jesus.
that was that. And so he's like, from his point of view, he knows that like his friend isn't there. Like that's just like a walking husk of just like going through the motions. It's like you're not there. It's like, and this was like early on in his life, so it's like everything that happened after. So it's like they get married, he has a family or whatever, and he's just like, homie ain't there. And so he gets to it, and then comes to find out he didn't actually do to the end of his death. He's like, I want to jump to the day that his friend needed him most, i.e. the time where he has, surgery coming. And then it's like he uses a skip to his friends, whatever. So my question to you, if given that ability, which can only be used once, which would be your time skip? What would you use it on?
Ooh. Uh, and you said you keep any memories of the time that skipped, right?
You will have the memories,
Okay.
but it
Okay.
would be just like a memory. Like you're like, oh, I remember
Yeah.
this, but like you don't know, like, oh,
Out of body
how that
experience.
played out per se. You're just like, oh yeah, I remember that happened.
Mm, I mean, the selfless one option would be to, well, similar to the story, choose when you're most needed. Um,
Well, you gotta be most needed to a person. So, which person you
well,
choosing most needed to?
sacred. Sacred.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That won't be long. That's
I
gonna
know.
be like a 1 second skip. It's like, ah.
Like, what's wrong?
It's like, what's wrong? It's like, I can't
Uh,
pick out my shoes.
oh God, thank God he only has a couple pairs. God,
See, the real
like,
problem is that you're actually scared that that would be a reality.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it depends on like where he's going, like, and like, does he have to dress fancy? Does he have to dress casual? Tons of things.
Yeah.
Uh, you know what? I guess the most curious one is like skip to when I finally am able to afford a house.
Okay, that seems like a fun one. Let's see.
Because houses are expensive.
Houses are expensive, yes. Trying to think, because unfortunately, the way that my brain works, I check out a lot. So it's like I'm time skipping all the fuck the time.
Where am I?
With a benefit of I will actually know where I am.
Mm,
Um, I would have to say I would skip the time in between the um, when I left IT to when I started at where I am now.
so just avoid all of the headache of
Oh
being
yeah,
in.
that whole shenanigans. I yeah.
Yeah, no, I can understand that because every time like I would just hear what's going on out there, it's like not a fun time.
No, no, not a fun time. So yeah, that would have what I'm saying. So the next one, far more hilarious. A warrior is cursed to never bring harm again. Um, so in this story, it is a veteran warrior who, like classic. Ooh, I go out, save the towns, whatever have you. I've taken as many lives as I can count in gold, kind of deal.
That's a lot of gold.
Gets cursed by a witch to never be able to bring harm anymore. Is now basically stuck in a I not like a nunnery, but like kind of like that setting where it's like, oh, we're here to help the people like who may need help and like aid or whatever. Um, as
So like a church.
a it kind of, but like an offshoot because his methods are a bit blasphemous. So the way they wrote this out is that he found out that he like the curse was real, whatever that by the witch. So when he tried to strangle the witch, it ended up correcting her like stiff neck.
Oh Jesus.
um he like got into a fight with like someone and it ended up like fixing their back. Like
Man, the best masseuse ever.
so he's like he literally can't. So they bring in like an elf or someone or a soldier or whatever. I don't know if it was an elf per se, but they bring in the set and he's like fatally wounded. He was like whatever, and the warrior is like, oh, this is gonna be great, and he's basically just straight boxing this body.
I'm sorry, what?
Exactly what I said. He's boxing the body because again, he can't bring harm. So anything he does won't make things worse. It will only make it better. So he's just punching the wound close. He's like kickstarting the organs by just giving him aggressive CPR. Just brutality, but instead of, guts and whatever going everywhere, everything's getting closed up and mended, and everyone's just looking in horror.
Oh man, that's the kind of doctor you need. Just like, all right, doc, let him have it.
I'm. It gave me Mortal Kombat Doctor. Because that is
Yeah.
the only way that anyone's coming back
Oh, for
from
sure.
what happens. It's just that there's a dude in the back that is just slapping pieces together and just
Oh yeah,
well, slap.
especially after a Mortal Kombat brutality.
Oh yeah, it just spits on it for good measure kind of deal, and it just everything just gets patched up. Just great stuff. So similar to the last one, what? How would you go about handling this curse if you are a seasoned veteran of battle and now can no longer do what you have spent most of your life doing?
Oh, I'm gonna do what I said earlier. I'm gonna be one hell of a masseuse.
Okay.
It's like you got a crick in your neck. All right, cry chop. All right, we're good.
Jesus. I can just see the menu board. It's just like, 30 minutes, but it's like not equated in time. It's equated in amounts of chops. So it's
Yeah.
like 15 chops is like,
it's like
30 gold.
It's like first question, what level is your pain? Second question, where is it? Third, how much time you got?
How much time you got? Full body. Like, if you go with the upgraded package, I will give you a kick. And today only you get a 2 for Spartan kick.
If you need to be out of here in less than 10 minutes, you're gonna get the whole package.
I recommend the 3 chop combo to target all major areas of pain.
Your eyesight going away? Poke it.
That would be ridiculous. That would be one heck of a LASIK surgery.
Right? I can't do harm.
I understand, but that's still like, how are you convincing people after at least the first one is like, yeah, totally, you can eye doctor, and then they tell people, so this motherfucker poked me in the eye. I can see better, but this motherfucker poked me in the eye. Like, I don't know how I feel about that.
They'll have plenty of stories to tell.
Or like, but again, like, is that like a traveling band kind of thing? You're just like,
It would be a traveling band because I'm pretty sure I could not stay there long.
no, so definitely people are coming after you, for sure.
Well, how would you use it?
Oh, combat medic for facts.
Got it. So my neck is gone. No, it's not.
No, it's not. Just
like-
straight. I was like, you still got it? Yeah, it's over here. Great. God.
It's gonna be like
Just
the
kick
regular,
it back into place.
like the regular magical high school.
Essentially, just without the drawback.
Yeah, The drawback. Oh God. It's like, yeah, no, all my brain is being used just to be able to do this.
That's not even the drawback. It's the he experiences it.
Well, that too.
Like, yeah, I got a mild concussion of a headache because like all my brain was in active, use. That's one thing, but like to have to go through what I'm fixing, fuck that.
Multiple times.
Yeah, like fuck that.
Yeah, no, like that.
That was great dialogue though. Like with
It
the
really
sister like
was.
explaining it. It's just like so it was like, oh, everyone was like, oh, it'll be a great thing ever. I was like, yeah, let me tell you what's really happening. And then ask the question, do you think you should still do it? And everyone's like, damn.
It's like, nothing to say now.
Nah, they were the classmates were pretty solid, so they weren't
Oh yeah,
like super selfish or anything. Um, but yeah, no, that would be wild. But yeah, no, I would be because like you got your POWs, but I'm like they think they're in torture goes like oh you'll never get me to talk. Cool, I don't want you to. Now shut up and let me fix your leg, and you just fly in dynamic entry into the shin.
medical mic guy.
Yep, freaking Falcon punch someone's heart back into place. Like it would be a great way to get like violent tendencies out.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing if it worked on like inanimate objects too.
Oh God, right.
I would
It's
troll every demolition site ever.
oh, that'd be mean. It's like they just used all this TNT to demolish this place, just freaking judo kick it back into place. It's just like you're shitting me.
No, well, see, no, that would take more if it's TNT. More like a wrecking ball, like where there's still large chunks.
Yeah.
And you just run up and just like high five the bitch, and then like they go for another swing, and they're like, "Wait a minute."
I'm just imagining like you do that enough, so you're like you have like a warning poster on every construction site. If you see this man, stop him at all costs.
Got a freaking on site for every foreman of. Oh my god, it would be, and it's like freaking. It's like an environmentalist kind of like thing. It's like freak whatever. They'll just start putting trees back up. That'd be great for fixing
The environment.
the environment. It was like cut down a tree, pop it back up. It's like hey,
More-
it's back.
More trees.
More trees. That's not how science works. Exactly. It's not science. It's magic.
It's like what? Don't ask questions.
Don't ask questions. So yeah, have you been in webtoons lately?
I have not been for a little while. Has something piqued your interest?
Well, it's the current stuff that I'm reading, and
Oh.
I need people to discuss because holy of motherfucking shit damn of 6 ways of fuck.
Good God. The hell are you reading?
So I went back to Unordinary, obviously, so you already know like that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
But the other 3 I'm reading is the Advanced Player of the Tutorial Tower, The Warrior Returns, and Limit Breaker.
I feel like I've heard of Limit Breaker.
Good God Almighty.
Like,
Limit Breaker is what happens when someone has a one-track mind and a vendetta.
yeah, let me make sure. Limit Breaker.
Because I'm in the second season of it right now, and I'm just like, how did this author come up with this story? Because holy shit, it's so good. So yeah, so definitely check out that one. That's what's Hung Sil and Mino are the authors. Of course, they have weird ass names that I can't pronounce properly.
Yep, I see it. 2 seasons. Wow. 80 80 episodes in the first season.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a lot of reading.
yeah. I've been at it for a while.
I mean, I mean, hey, if it's keeping your attention, it has to be good.
Yeah. And like I've been reading it up to date, Like I'm
Oh,
waiting
damn.
for the next one to drop. um, Same with advanced. The real one that got me like fuck man that I just got caught up on is the Warrior Returns. Oh, that one is oof.
What's that one about?
It's what happens when the individuals who get isekai'd save the other world and then come back with
Oh,
their powers.
that can't go well.
No, especially when you're not nice to them.
Mm, okay, well, hey, goodbye.
So much goodbye. So much goodbye.
Oh dear God. It's like, hey, remember me?
So
Hey, you gonna die
so
now?
so much goodbye. And like I need you to read it because this thing has the biggest, most hidden. There's no way in hell you're seeing this shit coming of a twist.
Really?
Yeah. Like you're going, you're like, okay, cool, this is happening. Oh shit, that's happening. This shit's happening. Then the twist happens, and you're like, the fuck?
See, I feel like
No.
God, I like that because like it really. I feel like a lot of series they try to do twists, but the twist is seen so early, so like it loses all meaning.
Yeah, no. I've gone back in this, and I'm like, it doesn't. No, like you don't know until the person who's like the twist is based around until they explain like the true nature of that person. Until they give you the whole like for the longest you're thinking they're this. And then they're like, "Well, by the way, this." And you're just like, "Oh fuck."
I'm sorry, what?
And then everything else just makes perfect sense. Just perfection. Everything just makes absolute sense. It's not like it didn't make sense prior, but it's just more like you're just like, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, it's really really good. That one has like 109.
Oh dear God.
But that one's a multi episode to it because I think I'm in season. Is that one season 2? Am I season 2? I don't know. I just know there's like 109.
God,
Like I said, I'm up to date on that one as well. So
one that I stopped was just only because of how long it was and got sidetracked was oh God, Tower of God.
I started watching the anime for that one.
You started watching the anime or
Yeah, no, I started watching it
got it?
and then I stopped.
Yeah,
Mainly
like,
because I keep getting sidetracked by other anime.
yeah, it's me. Like I started Freerun, obviously. Need to get back to that because I've been gone for the holiday. But yeah, it's like God. I think I stopped Tower of God. God, maybe like a quarter of the way of what was available at the time because it is long. It is a
Yeah.
long series.
Oh no, most definitely. I have a lot of those kind of series where it's like, what if I got Evelyn of the Occult is a long one. I'm super behind on. Rebirth, that one's a long one. Teenage Mercenaries a long one. But like all of these are like great ones of like just great stories of fun. I started Flawed Almighty for a hot minute, but I kind of like lost interest.
Yeah, that one sounds like
Mainly
an
because
iffy
it was
one.
just kind of like sometimes. When you're at war with God all the time, it kind of gets old.
Yeah, like now if you're going for different gods, maybe, but
Yeah. But yeah, so we have fun stuff, other things, but all right, it is that time. The Would You Rather, and we are going to see what we have on this goodness. While I am searching for a good thing, we have some sweat. So I am, because it's on sale, so I need to order it as soon as I can once something comes out of my account. I got a new monitor coming, and then when I get the new monitor, then I'm going to try to get a new camera. And when I get a new camera, I need to get something that holds up kind of the green screen backdrop or whatever, so you don't just have like a zoomed in of my head or whatever. And then we will start dropping YouTube videos. Streaming ones. Start that finally again, because it won't be League, because League without sound is not okay.
Yeah, no.
So, but we are on the process. It will definitely be coming. It's going to be a part of the new year, new me kind of deal. It's just mainly everything's done. The move is finally done with, so don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, but now you gotta start making your New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
Okay,
I
fine.
don't subscribe to lying to myself for a day.
All right, fine. We'll call it the New Year suggestions.
Yeah. And I suggest that y'all stop lying to yourselves. All right. All right, here we go. Let's get a... Which would you rather turn into? I will give you the perks after you make your decision.
Okay.
A ghost, a vampire, an android, a mermaid, a werewolf, or someone's summon.
Oh God, I feel like the summon one. I feel like would end so badly. Hmm. I think I would go with Spooky Ghost.
Spooky ghost. All right. So, the perks of being a ghost. You are forever intangible. Whew. I'm trying to add all sorts of letters into that word. But may be able to touch things for a few seconds every hour. Things that you can do. You can fly.
You disappear and fly.
You'll still be able to, communicate. And you can either partially or completely turn invisible. You will not need to sleep, eat, obviously immune to diseases, because you're a ghost, injury, pain, and temperatures. Again, most of those because you're a ghost, but temperatures, there you go. Your body is clad in ethereal clothing you can freely customize. So you can always choose your outfit. Your appearance remains the same, and you'll cease to exist if you are exorcised or after 500 years.
I'm a friendly ghost. Don't exercise me, please.
Either someone kicks you out, or your time's up.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with that.
I, just because for shits and gigs, want to be a summon. Because every time I show up, I want to be surprised, motherfucker. So, things that go with the summon. You form a contract with someone to be their personal summon that they can call and command. You are ageless, immune to diseases, and your physical capabilities are quadrupled. Woohoo! I'll be able to jump even higher.
You're already lucky enough.
Yep. You cannot stay in the real world for more than 8 hours a day. Otherwise, you sleep in a void dimension that feels warm and cozy until you are summoned. Finally, I can get some fucking sleep.
So basically, you got your 9 to 5 and then bed.
Yep, I got a 9 to 5 and bed. Great. I'm already loving it. If your master is in danger, you may exit the dimension on your own. Again, surprise, motherfucker.
I'm coming, Johnny.
If you're critically wounded, you return to the dimension to recover for 24 hours. Eating is recreational. You do not need to. Basically, I'm a Pokemon.
Yeah.
You cannot harm your master. If they perish, you have 3 weeks to find a new one, or you will die. You can go in and out of dimension as you please during that time. So, and for those who chose the other options, stay tuned for your description. So, for those who picked a vampire, you feed on human blood to stay young and healthy. per
And you have to
usual.
go, blah blah blah.
You're immune to diseases. Hunger is replaced by bloodthirst, and you need 2 liters of human blood a day to sustain. You are vulnerable to daylight. 40 seconds for complete incineration. So you ain't even lasting a minute.
Damn.
Biting someone twice within 48 hours turns them into a vampire. Otherwise, you cannot reproduce, but can still be very boink active.
Boink active. All right.
Yep, you can still do the boinky boink. It just doesn't make baby vampires that way. So.
Yeah, that sounds about. I mean, at least that sounds right.
For those who chose the route of Android, you Apple haters, your
Damn.
your body is entirely made of mechanical parts. You are electronically powered and do not need to eat, sleep, or breathe. Sleep whenever and as much time as you want to save energy or to skip time. Your strength and speed is average, but you have infinite stamina. Greatest marathon run ever. You are ageless and immune to diseases, obviously. Sensations and emotions are a fifth of what they used to be. Body parts are replaceable, and you may shut down / die whenever you want. So you can still, off yourself, which is kind of fucked up.
Don't do it. You got so much to live for.
You have cameras for eyes. You can snap pictures, record, do the zoom. Your brain is connected to the internet, and you naturally have an encyclopedic knowledge, obviously, because you're connected to the internet. Stay off those cat videos. You have a built-in phone, clock, GPS, calculator, translator, knife, screwdriver, lighter, flashlight, and a gun.
All right, Inspector Gadget.
Because what's an android without a blicky?
Jesus.
For those who went mermaid, mermaid, obviously, it's in her name. Your body adapts to survive underwater. You get water breathing, perfect submarine visibility and senses, water pressure immunity, so you don't get squished. You enhance swimming and movement. Your stomach appreciates raw fish. You can't survive on dry land for more than 2 hours at a time because of dehydration.
I mean, sashimi is good.
Yeah, and make sure you stay hydrated. Definitely in her case, because she doesn't drink enough water. And
drink water, damn it.
For those who wanted the werewolf, you don't get that much. Every night of a full moon, you transform into a bloodthirsty werewolf and go on a rampage, killing everything in sight. You have Wolverine levels of regeneration in both human and beast form. And that's that.
Okay. Wow. Man, werewolves got shafted.
Big time. Big shaft. So yeah. So those are all your descriptions. Let us know which ones that you picked. And let's see how many ghost hordes, how many vampire covens, how many
come on, ghosts,
apocalypse androids, how many merfolk, how many were-clansmen we get, and how many summons do we have. Let you know. Fun stuff. Keep a lookout for the YouTube streaming to come in a couple weeks, ideally, if all equipment comes in. If you want all of the content that has gotten up to this point and future, join our Patreon. Link is in the description of the show. We hope you enjoyed yourselves today, tonight, evening, what time you ever are listening, and we will catch you on the next one.
See y'all next time.